Alrighty, Marty here, back with our Vault Dweller Mia, and day 9 of her Never Leave Sanctuary adventure. So this fellow here is our new settler, and the guy in the ball cap, yeah, okay. Looks like he's wearing a harness, raider harness or something like that, and we've assigned him to Scrapper. So as in the beginning of the game like this, there's only so many things you can assign people to do. Well, for starters, there's no workshops or these thing here. The stands, you know, all these stands here, the vendor stand, the armor stand, blah blah blah. What I'm probably going to do is start with this guy here, the clothing stand, and work my way up. So you notice up on top there I have 46 water that I'm providing every day here, and that is from an industrial purifier that I set up down by the river yesterday, on the previous day I should say. Let's get our nomenclature straight here. So there's the purifier and the generator to go with it. So from what I understand, the more attractive your settlement is, the more likely you are to be attacked. So I think maybe the best bet here would be to kind of bolster our defenses to some extent. One thing I was working on yesterday is this kind of deck thing here. I was having trouble kind of slide another piece of foundation, like on the other side of this one here, such that it would first of all snap in here, and secondly kind of fit nicely in there. It's really difficult. So here's another way we can try to do that, is to go around the side. This will likely snap here, right? And then we can come around the side there. Let's just try that. Still have a few pieces, so I can still try to put something in here. Now, it appears to me that I'm too close to the house, because this piece kind of physically won't fit in here. So I'm about 2 boards too close to the house. All right, so let's move it out a little bit. Now I'm too close to the house, that part of the house there. But that would mean that I have a gap here, which is, I will call it inconsequential at this point, just for argument's sake. I'm trying to line it up at that edge. So let's see, pick it up, kind of move it back, this, put this one back here, and now see if that piece will fit in there. Right now, it does. Look at that. So from here, then the objective would be to put one next to it here, but it may still, oh, you know what? Is there another blowfly here? I remember yesterday, or the previous video, what happened was there was a bloatfly on the ground here, and it was preventing me from putting something here. So okay, let's get out of workshop mode here and do a quick save, and then just have a very close look. Yeah, okay, so there's one. If I pick this up, shoot it over this way. That's disgusting. Put it over by the tree here for now. Yeah, you get over there. I suspect that may not have been in the way for a foundation piece going here, but and I'm not sure why I can't put something in here. What I'll probably end up doing is just putting a board in here instead of a foundation piece like this. Sometimes it's difficult, if not impossible, to be sinking things in like that. But first of all, this needs to be raised a little bit. So I'm just going to try to make sure it doesn't move in at all. Sometimes when you just pick it up, it tends to move. But this time it did not. And I just want to lift it up like this. Then I think I made it crooked. Did I? Oh, yeah. There. This one back here. That one in there. So it will go in again. I'm just looking at the corner, the edge here, to see if I'm high enough to maybe it's just not high enough. Now it snaps in. Okay, I think we're in business now. So now I can take these pieces that I really that's not where I wanted them in the first place. Oh, that is a board. Look at that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine because I'm going to put a step there anyway. So all right. So that was that board. See, and theoretically, that's what I should put there. Either that or this thing here, right? Because you know, who puts these big concrete steps out in front of their house, really, right? Anyway, I started doing it. I may as well finish it up like that. And yeah, so now I have places I can put these things like this. That makes kind of sense, right? That fits in there nicely, and I think it's sure that'll work. Put another one over on this side. See how it looks like here. And I think it's like that. That's not really what I want here. That's not really what I want. No. Okay. So let's try something else. I'm going to leave some of this here to snap back to in case we want to put it back the way it was. But for now, what I'm going to try is just slide this over this way that much. Probably center it or something like that. Just to, so you see how that popped up? Yeah, okay. So what I need to do then is remove this and just slide this over. I hope it doesn't pop up too much or at all, really. And it didn't, but it's not going to stay there. Yeah, it won't stay there. I'll put that back. And I'm going to put this here. So we'll work our way. We'll kind of work our way back from probably from from this side here like this. So we still have that thing making snap too, right? Is that possible? Is thing still snapping to that? Not really, eh? Oh my. Okay. Put this guy snapping to that. Oof. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, it is snapping to it. Okay, good. Snap it on the front there for a moment. And let's just move this. Now I want this over to the left. Let's pick this up. Hopefully it won't pop. Okay. I just want to move it over this way. Go. And hopefully it's kind of in line with the edge of the roof right there. Point here. Try that. See how that works out. I'm going to be able to put this in here. Not really. Okay. How about it front? I'm going to put it here. Yeah, that's not there. Okay. So we got it pretty much the same distance. Yeah. What happens if I go to scrap this? I don't get the concrete back. Okay, so that's tragic turn of events. It's not what I was hoping for, that's for sure. So let's see. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to make the best of this. Can I snap this down here, I wonder? Yeah, okay. All right. At least there's that. Huh. Thanks for watching it first, bud. All right, what's that? This over, no, more or less lined up with this side of the house. It's good. It's more what we're looking for. I almost wish I could put it in a little further, so the edge of my patio deck, whatever veranda is, like here rather than 2 feet in. But this has everything to do with it here. That's mainly because of this thing. Okay, well, I mean, that's all I have to do, right? Snap back in here? Absolutely. Alright, so now the posts. How do they look now? Well, that's not so bad. I mean, yeah, it's half hanging off there, but you know what? One. This one. And this one. Okay. So it won't snap on the edge here, right? Yeah. Well, at least this way, they're all lined up. Not perfect, but I may be able to like put some fence across here or something to pretty it up a little bit. On that note, maybe I can grab a piece of fence. There it is. Okay, so I'll grab this spare piece of fence here and just see if I can either attach it to something here or place it. All right, so let me try something else then. It'll go flush on the ground like this kind of thing, like you can kind of sink it a little bit, but it won't sink. It won't sink over here. So again, the potential trick for that is to use the pillar and conduit, perhaps, because I won't be able to put the pillar close enough to the fence to be able to sink it to any kind of interesting degree. Now this will go on the ground, so what you do is you just grab the pillar then and sink it next to the conduit like that. Then you can grab both again, and as of course you just go over by the fence here, grab the fence, hopefully like this, and group select. Okay, I need to get a little closer maybe. Oh, maybe it's not letting me. I don't know. It's possible that the fence is not, you're not able to group select the fence. That's entirely possible. It's possible that the fence is not an object you can select, because it's a snappable object, right? And I think that's the trick with the fence, is that if it's snappable, you can forget about group selecting it. So I guess the only other thing I can try here, or at least one of the few other things I can try, is putting a fence post up on a corner here like this, and snapping the fence to that. It should snap, but we'll see. Yeah, it does snap. Of course, because our foundation is away from the house, the fence is pretty much the same length, so it's going to be away from the house. So we need to put another fence post here. I'm just going to see if I can massage that a little bit. Maybe bring it in just a kind of like this, maybe. Wonder if it'll snap to the other side. Side, so that would be optimal situation. If I could get it to snap here, it doesn't look like it wants to snap here. Alright, so I can't push it in that far, because obviously it's not going to snap going across this way. So I need to move it out far enough where the fence is going to snap here. Still not snapping. Wow, just give me a hard time, don't you? Huh? Me working on a beautification project here this morning, eh? And yeah, it is morning. I mean, 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning now. Local time, probably later than that. You see the shadows coming down here, so it's probably like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just curious now, right? What time is it? Yeah, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's exactly what I said, wasn't it? Alright, so let's just do a quick save here and see if we can move this pillar out far enough to have a fence snap on the outside of it. On the outside. On the going across the front of the house here. It's, you know, that's white picket fence, right? That's what you want in your house. It's still not going. Hmm? All right. Anyway, probably should get rid of that too. I'm just going to bring this over here for now, just to kind of put it a little tighter into the settlement here. So 6 settlers, 6 food. Yeah. So I was saying a few minutes ago, I suspect that perhaps some people have made videos about how to calculate your chances of being attacked. You know, and it apparently has something to do with an equation with food, water, and maybe defense. So if you add my food and water, you get like 52, and my defense is far less than that. So I suspect that we may get attacked. So the point is that when you add food and water to your settlement, you're basically painting a large target on it, which is, well, it is what it is, right? Because that's kind of how it should work, right? When you think about it. I mean, if you were starving and, you know, you knew that there was a settlement here that had, you know, more food and water that it needs basically to survive, you might be tempted to go and grab some of that for yourself, right? And of course, if you're in the of the raider persuasion, then you may be even more tempted than otherwise, because that's the nature of your existence, right? Like old Abernathy says, you know, it's like, why grow anything yourself when you can take it at gunpoint? I think I'm paraphrasing, but you know, that's basically the gist of his statement when you first meet him. So you know, that's the sad reality in this in this version of it. It's not reality, of course. In this version of the well, call it what you like. It's not reality, but I think I'm going to put the fence posts up on the deck. See how that works out. This fence post on the ground didn't seem to fit. So right there on the corner. And you, my friend, can go back where you were. That's not so bad. I don't suppose these don't snap, do they? They do go, you know. Look at that. Huh. There, like that. How awesome is that? That looks like it's nailed right to it, eh? We'll take that. We'll take that for now. And we'll see. Yeah, okay. Now we have fence posts basically snapping to the front of this thing. Or fence parts, I mean. And is it straight? Let's turn it around and see. So the way you look at that is that, yeah, it's not straight. Okay. It's fine. You can make a minor adjustment. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Grab this one, put it down. We can make a minor adjustment here like this. And hopefully that is straight. It's there. It's there. Okay, that even fits in there better. Look at that. Okay, is that straight? That looks a lot better, actually. Yeah, it's right on the edge there. Alrighty. So now we need another fence post here, and then this small piece here. Do I have any more fence posts? I know I got a bunch over here, and I'll be able to use those for sure at some point. I do have one here. I'm gonna grab this. And we'll just kind of close off this first section. that. I'm thinking a big piece, a big double piece like that here would bring it out too far. Yeah, that's awful high. You know, I don't like that, because then if you're, you know, if the plan was to put like a chair, some patio chairs up here, the fence is too high, right? That just sucks. You know what? I'm gonna sleep on that, or whatever. Let Mia sleep on it. But I suspect what I'm gonna end up doing is just put the fence down like this in front of the like that, such that you know, if you're in a chair here, you can look out, right? And like I was saying earlier, I just wanted to put a couple of steps here. Of course, they're not going to be. Trick for that too. I think we might be able to use the pillar glitch for that. Where's my pillar? Oh, I used it over there right now. That's fine. I can certainly grab another one. Did I use another pillar or something? I don't want to make like 15 pillars, right? That's just not making a lot of sense. Doesn't look like it. All right, whatever. Yeah, so you can sync these things. They do snap. That is a snappable object, and usually they'd be able to snap to this board. But for some reason, the board's probably too low to the ground. So what we're going to do is we're just going to I'm going to use a wooden. I don't want to waste concrete on this thing. So we're just going to snap this in here, hopefully. Select that. And, okay, looks like it's not sinking enough. So I think what I need to do is put the pillar up a little higher like this. Maybe now we get it to drop like that. That's about it. I'm going to be down that far, but let's see. See that? To me, see, that looks like it doesn't need a step, right? Basically, because see that bottom step there is just flush with the ground, right? So that's telling me that it doesn't need a step. You know? Can I path into this easily? I can. Just wondering if I should actually do that or not. You know, why not? What's the cost here? 2 steel, 7 wood. 2 steel must be for the nails to put this thing together, is it? Because of course it's just a wooden step, so. Alright, well, let's put this one next to the other one. I suppose it snaps there now, does it? No, of course not. No, right? Fair enough. And let's see. Make sure it's like almost part of the other step kind of thing. Get not too far into it. My tool's over there. That's just smidgen too far over that way. It's all good. So what I was wondering was this thing. too far into the walkway. With the post there, would it? Yeah. So I think I'm going to put that on the ground in front of the deck. Yeah. So if and when I get another settler, I'm going to have to assign them to crops. I have a 0.5 here, and I have, I think, a gourd over here as well, and it's 0.5. I'll be able to assign that person to these 2 crops. It will give me a total of 7 for 7 people. And that new person will then farm any new crops up to a total of 6 for him or her, which is, I guess, kind of what you will need them to do, right? So that's going in front, all right, because it's just not looking right to me when it's on the corner like this. So I'll just have to put it. Put it on the corner right like this, and make sure that it's sunk down as far as possible. So right there, see how it's just kind of edging its way onto the deck. That if I can get this piece to snap here, I think we're a bit crooked here. See how much of the deck this thing is on, and this thing's not really on the deck. So we're gonna grab this piece, move it over a little bit, so we can kind of straighten this thing out a little bit. And maybe that's a little better. What did that snap to? Okay, it snapped to the first one. All right, so now we bring this out like this. How do we do? So the thing about yeah, see, it's too close to the deck. Don't snap in the front here like that. Might be too close to the step, actually. It might be colliding with the step. So I'm gonna move that. See if it does snap here. All right. I think maybe this will work. So let me just see if I can grab another fence post. First of all, put this back here. That appears to want to snap there. That doesn't look like it wants to go. That's fine. Okay, we're not looking for perfection here. We're looking for utilitarian outcomes, mostly. So, yeah. Yeah, looking for utilitarian outcomes, which means that I'm not looking for aesthetic perfection. I'm looking for I want, of course, I do want a certain aspect of aesthetic, pleasure kind of thing. It needs to look like it kind of fits there, right? But I mean, I'm not going to belabor the point, right? Because this is too low here. Too low. And it's too far out, obviously. Like that. Is that better? That's a little better, I think. I'm looking across at the other fence posts, so it's kind of more or less matchy. So probably work, huh? Bring it in, but not too far. Just put it in the corner like that, such that the fence will come across like this. Now I need 2 long pieces. That's not so bad. Gonna try to slide that into the, try to slide this step back in. No guarantees that's gonna work now, right? With the fence just sitting there like that. Might have a collision there, but we tried. And it looks like it's gonna go fine. Whoop, maybe not. No, it's colliding with the fence. Right? Not too bad. No, that's fine for me. It's not perfect, but you know what? I think it's gonna work just fine. So, we're gonna get like a settler every 2 days. It's day 9. We got 6 settlers. We're getting more than a settler every 2 days. We're getting probably 3 settlers every 2 days, which kind of means you can probably expect another one. So these fence posts. Now I need at least a couple over here, so just push a few over that. And I'm pretty sure, like, this nonsense back here, this is not working for me at all. Now I can't store these posts because I don't have the required parts in my or section in my inventory. So what happens is, in order to get that, you need to find an issue of Picket Fences magazine. I'm not sure which one allows you to do that, but there is a Picket Fences issue that when you find it, you open up, you basically open up a new menu item in the fence section. So basically, see structures, fences, and when you find that Picket Fences issue, there's a new one that comes in here. You have jump fence and wire fence now, but then you see how the fence symbol here is like the white picket fence. You have access to a menu of these things basically when you find that magazine. Now, since she's not leaving the settlement here, that's never going to happen. So basically, we need to kind of make the best of what we got, really, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, instead of scrapping these, I'm going to grab as many as I can and just kind of reuse them in various places. I mean, if only for aesthetics, right? It'd be nice if it was also for defense purposes. I'm not altogether convinced of the effectiveness of that tactic, but you know what? We're going to try. We're going to use it, and we'll see how it goes. Right now, having said that, I also know that from other people's videos and my own playthroughs, I also know that there are spawn points for enemies, and so you know, there's only, you know, try as I might to want to protect this area here, it's probably futile because enemies don't spawn here. They spawn down there between the blue house here and that blue house over there. So on the path going up to the vault, right down there somewhere. I don't know if they would path their way up here if they knew that there was a big opening here. I'm not sure they would do that. But having said that, I'm not, you know, I'd rather not tempt fate there. So I'm gonna put something up there just to. I'm gonna put a piece of junk fence up. It's bigger for starters, and it will. If I sink it into the ground a little bit, it'll help cover that gap probably most effectively. So this is how you do that. You just grab a piece of junk fence like this, and put it on the ground. Then you put your pillar, similarly to what we've been doing, close to it. So now when you group select, see, you can drive this right into the ground. So the idea is to put it kind of here to plug this gap. Hopefully I can get it close enough. Now you see this junk fence has some brackets or some boards coming off it for stability, I guess. And these may collide with the fence post or the fence that is there now, as well as the house. So I'm trying to. I may need to combine the rug and pillar glitching because let me just try that. I've done that before. But basically, when you combine the rug and the pillar glitch, what you're doing is you're giving yourself the flexibility of both vertical and horizontal glitching. And I think what was going on there was we were getting collisions on the horizontal, but not necessarily on the vertical. So this will give us the horizontal. Hopefully, will give us the horizontal glitching ability here. What you do is you just put your mat down, and then you ride your junk fence on top of the mat like this. It should jump when it gets to the mat. I'm hoping. Okay, it didn't jump at all. I'll be a liar. Okay, that's on the ground. So if I bring it over here, is it going to jump onto the fence? So the hope is that it will jump onto the fence. Because then if I pick it up, all right, now it's on the fence. See, I can pick up just the mat, and I picked up the mat and the fence. So what you do is you get your pillar down in front of the mat like this, and then you can pick up the pillar, the mat, and the fence. This, and now you can sink everything. And I'm thinking this technique allows you to sink the junk fence anywhere because it no longer collides with anything. See remember how it was turning red before when I landed in here? It was turning red when I pushed it over to the house. Now it's going right into the house, see? And it was turning red when I pushed it into the fence post on the left. Now it's going right into the fence post and there are no collisions. So what I want to do is just kind of tuck it right up tight against the house and into the ground, leaving no gap there, leaving no gap here, and leaving no gap there. So basically, you should be able to pick up your mat as well too. See, floor mat. You store that for now, and what I'll do is I'll just use this little trick here to put past, and now we got a nice tight defense there. Pardon the pun, defense fence. And yeah, so there is the combined rug and pillar glitch on junk fences. That's an excellent technique to master course, this is going to collide all kinds of. Yeah, okay. So I need that there, and I need another, possibly 3 fence posts, and another long part of fence. All of which I'm going to have right here. Just push that right there. That, push that right there. Get it. So, to me, this is one of the more effective ways to move stuff around, just to kind of go to the arm's length kind of thing. With some things like furniture and stuff like that, you can lay down you can lay down a board like this, a piece of floor, and just throw everything on top and then move the whole thing. That's actually a nice way. Excuse me. A nice way to move stuff. Let's just snap right there. Okay. How crooked are we? A bit crooked. So what am I doing? I'm going to try to slide this in. See if it'll snap there. It does. It should be a lot straighter. That works for me. Let's get another piece of fence post. This one I suspect I won't need. I need another long piece. And 2 of these. Slide that over there so that we don't have to go as far to get them. Of course, I'll leave this one here for now because I might need it. But I think what I need more is this. Alright, so we're almost done here on day 9. It's getting dark out. Not really dark out there. Come on. Come on, Monty. It's already dark out. Mr. Monty. Yeah. Oh, don't tell me something's not. Just controlling the times, aren't you? No, why? Am I too far in? I probably am. I'm getting a collision with this thing. So, let's move that back out. And see if we can't move it just to the left. Just a tiny bit. It's far enough to get this to stop. Not gonna happen. Sorry, pal. Yeah. Not interested. Now, okay, let's try something different. Let's try this. Then this. How are we doing over here? Oh my goodness. Oh, good. I need to re-support that roof up. Can I put this back up? Oh, come on. Come on. I think that's more in line with the rest of the roof, isn't it? Right there. Yeah. I think I had that on the floor, not on the roof. But the rest of the parts are up on the roof. Okay. So that's fine. And that's more or less straight. I got that going on. Did I not have a post here? Did not get that. And we need a post here. This fence. Really? Not gonna snap there? Oh my goodness. Seriously. Really? I guess I am too crooked. It's funny, it doesn't look crooked. Listen, mister. You go right here. Not there. 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 Oh boy. Oh, I know what's coming from here. This thing. Now you'll snap, right? Yep, I thought so. Now the question is, can I put this back? Maybe another fence post here first. You know what? Worst comes to worst, those stairs are going to just disappear. Because I'm not fighting with that. But there it is. There's the entrance. So obviously, we're not aligned here one bit. But we do have fence. We have fence all the way around. And I think that will look just fine. And then we're looking at this round on the back to at least close this off to some extent over here. Like that. Still a gap there, but maybe we'll address that at some point. And this. What did I do with the iron post? Did I have it in here? No. What did I do with it? I thought I stored it. Oh, I did store it. So there is one there. Okay. Yeah. So this thing, I'm going to kind of center a little more. Just have the one there. Yeah, I think that'll work a little better. Just have the one there. You know. Just like that. Okay. All right, that's done. And we still don't have any settler. So Mia is going to go for a nap now. 52 minutes. So a day. Let's see. Let's do a quick save first, or a save, and look at our clock here. Yeah, 12 a.m. So 16-hour day. Roughly 17-hour day takes like 50 minutes real-time clock. 17-hour game day takes about 50 minutes real-time clock. Okay, so he's going which way? We're going right, I hope. Thank you. This is my day. All right, so having said that, Mia will close off this session, and yeah, so basically all we did today was fix that deck patio thing around the house on the cul-de-sac, and again hoping to get new settlers that we didn't get, and yeah, so we'll just move on from here on day 10. And so thanks for watching. Appreciate your time for sure. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you like this content or not. It's up to you. And we'll see you in the next episode on day 10. And thanks again for watching. Cheers.